Alrighty, guys, welcome in. Welcome into the introductory episode of the Dream is a Journey podcast. Technically, this is not considered the first official episode. This is more of like an intro, kind of some things that we'll tap into and talk about. But we will get into a little bit of conversation as well too. This episode won't be as long as the normal episodes will be, but we will touch bases on a lot of things about our journey and how we want to continue on in the process, and how we just need to look forward to things and just have our daily mindset. Try to keep it on the right path each and every day. We're not perfect, but we got to stick in there and we got to hang with it, okay? So I'm Brandon Littles. This is, like I said, the first official introductory episode. So let's tap right into it, man. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm in Central Standard Time. It's Sunday evening here in Texas. I say, in the, Central Texas kind of area. Um, I've been, born and raised in Waco. I don't stay in Waco anymore, but born and raised in Waco, Texas. Initially, I've had quite a journey myself, and I'm on my daily journey as well too. I'm not a guy here sitting here talking to you guys that has just made it somewhere big in life or anything like that. I'm just a regular guy that's on my journey, trying to chase greatness and trying to be the best I can be. Alrighty, so when you think about that, I can really feel and understand what many of people who are going through in their everyday struggle, and can really understand, and hopefully I can be able to give a little insight to be able to help people. I hope as these episodes go on, not only that other people can maybe learn, but I have to learn as well too. I have to grow, and I have to be willing to grow, and I have to be willing to get better. Okay, so that's the most important part. Is just the daily, trying to get better day by day, step by step. Had to take a quick sip of water. So a lot of people, a lot of people, kind of tend um, to think, if I buckle down for 6 months, if I buckle down for 3 months or a year, I'm going to be where I need to be. And that's not necessarily always the case. Yes, you will get a little better, of course, with the daily grind, because if you're crafting at something and you're working at it, you're going to get better naturally. And sometimes you don't always see this humongous jump. Sometimes, you have to be able to take the little small wins that are very hard to see, because along in the journey, as someone said, we take a lot of losses. But, Kobe explained it one time. I was listening to an interview. He was speaking about, losing. It's how you learn how to win, basically. And, he talked about, of course, we hate losing, but losing is truly where you learn to win. And I really believe that, because those experiences teach you. You learn. If you allow yourself to be taught and allow yourself to grow from those things, it's going to teach you how to win, right? And so he doesn't like to necessarily, he talked about how he didn't even like to necessarily say that they were losses, that they were just learning experiences. And we've probably all pretty much heard that before, right? It's more about the learning experience. It's not about, I took a loss today or yesterday or whatever the case may be. And those learning experiences should drive us, should help drive us. Now, they can't be necessarily the only thing that drives us, because remember why you do it. You don't do it to prove people wrong. I know people are going to say, I want to prove this person wrong, I want to prove this person wrong. But that cannot be the total agenda. You have to have a passion for something and a love for something, okay? Yes, you will have to prove some people wrong, and yes, you will want to prove some people wrong, and you will do it as long as you stick and stay with the course. As long as you stay the course, you will. and stay with the journey, you will prove all those people wrong in the end. You may not see it to the very end, but you're going to prove them all wrong. Okay? But you can't just think, I want to prove this person wrong. That can't be your biggest motivation factor. You got to have a passion for something first before you even get into all that, right? So if you play a sport and people are saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't average this, you can't do that, you can't do this, right? That's not the initial reason why you started playing or why you fell in love with what you do. You fell in love first, and then when you got to a certain stage or level, then people started to doubt you. Naturally, they're going to doubt you. It can't be done because nobody else has done it or very few have done it. So that means you can't do it to them. But that doesn't mean that. Because you can do it because somebody did it. And the game's got to get better. So somebody's got to take it and elevate it. Why not? Why can't it be you? Why can't it be you? Why does it have to be somebody else? Because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to work extremely hard to do it. So you got to get on it. So I take that to say this. Truly fall in love with this journey. Adore it. Make sure that you allow yourself to learn. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to stay with the process. Because the process isn't easy. See, this is another thing. To get back to what I was saying. Oh, if you stick with it for 6 months or a year, you know where you could be? I do. I'm going to be a lot better, hopefully, than where I am now. But I also understand that leaps and bounds don't happen overnight. So it takes years of dedication and craft. Your life is a journey. So the journey is a lifelong thing. It's a lifetime. So wherever you're trying to go, whatever you're trying to do, for the rest of your life, you're going to be crafting and trying to get better day by day. Now, parts of the book close. Say for instance, right? And I'm a big athlete guy. I love sports. I play basketball. I love lifting weights. I'm in love with all that. I love that. So I will probably use a lot of athlete metaphors or stories when I do my storytelling. But to get back to the point, right? You have to be willing to press through. And so when one part of a chapter ends, right? Say for instance, you know, you can't necessarily play forever. You can play for a long time, but maybe just being honest about, whether you're pro or wherever you're trying to go with, your athletics. Once, you're eventually going to stop playing at that particular level, right? You're going to say, okay, I'm 35, I'm done playing. I don't have the get up that I used to have. I don't have the drive. I don't have the motivation. But you have to be able to channel that into something else. So even though you stop playing the game, what's next? Are you gonna, like we saw, I saw with Kobe, how his transition was very good for him out of the NBA. It wasn't like he was like, I retired and I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. He had already been working on things while he was in the NBA for years. That way, when he stopped playing, he was already set up for the next stage of his life. And that's how you have to be. You have to try to plan ahead, right? But we know we have to take it day by day. But you're trying to set yourself up for the future in a positive manner, right? So that way you can continue to stay the course of what you're wanting to do. See, a lot of times, some of our athletes, a situation may happen where they retire or they get cut because they're not as good as they used to be, and then they don't know what to do, right? That's how maybe some of our athletes go broke after a few years of getting out of the league. And I just pray to the Most High that, a lot of them will learn different trades and different things. That way they can be set up for life after the game. Whether they want to go into coaching, whether they want, because that's pretty much there as well too, coaching. Because if you made it at a pro level, people are gonna, you should hopefully have an opportunity to coach if there's an opportunity for you. But whatever you want to do, whatever they want to do, that there be, that we begin to learn that we have to be able to craft different things to have ourselves set up for the next, right? And so along the journey, we have to continue to have that spark. You got to continue to be driven. There's really no excuses when it comes to that. You got to continue to push. You got dreams, you got goals, you got aspirations. If you don't, you need to get to it quickly, because life isn't going to wait on you. And a lot of us don't have that ability to just sit back and do nothing and figure it out later. I know for doggone sure I'm not one of those people that have it like that. And I'm not even going to get on here and stunt like I have it like that. We're going to have to work hard at what we do. And we're going to have to, when we receive what we've been looking for, right? Remember, appreciate it. They always say, a lot of people always say, appreciate it because you don't know what you have until it's gone, right? Yeah, cliche. But let's dig into it a little deeper than that. Let's try to dissect and truly understand what's going on here. What really happens is you get to a certain stage. I'm using this for example. This could be something that could happen, okay? This is not everybody. I'm just trying to, hopefully we stay the course so this doesn't happen to us. And we learn from previous mistakes, whether it's our own or whether it was from our elders or our peers, okay? You get something you've been wanting. It's like the guy who gets the girl that he wants, right? But he goes back to those old ways that he has, those old bad habits. He changes just enough to be able to get her. And then after a couple months, you kind of reverts back to the old ways, right? Now he's not treating her right, but he's got her locked in. So, it may be hard for her to leave. And she could be a great woman. And I'm just using this as an example, guys. This isn't, it's just an example. And then over time, you abuse what you have, right? You don't treat it right. You don't take care of it, what you've been blessed with. You don't craft it. You don't try to be better. You look at it as, oh, I got what I want, right? Now you feel entitled to something that was given to you as a blessing. How could you feel entitled to something that was given to you as a blessing? What does that mean? What does that mean, Brandon? That means that was given to you as a blessing. It didn't have to be given to you. You can't feel entitled to nothing. Because in all, whether you want to believe it or not, no matter how much hard work, no matter what you think you did, no matter what, it still was given to you. Whether it was given to you as a because of all the work you put in, you earned it, right? But it was still given to you. So that means that you still got to be grateful and thankful for it, because the source that gave it to you can take it from you too. Let that sink in. The source that gave it to you can take it from you too. You know, a guy goes and get this awesome job promotion, this awesome job, all the work he's been putting in. He's like, I deserve this. You can believe that. You can. You can be like, yeah, I believe I deserve this, right? Because I've worked so hard for it. But the moment you step out of line and continue to step out of character and allow yourself to feel like I'm entitled to it, I got it, I'm entitled to it, man, it could be taken from you in an instant, right? It can be taken from you in an instant, but an instance happens over time. Let that sink in. What we talking about here? What's going on, Brandon? What you mean? An instance is all of a sudden. How can an instance be over time? Because there are little things that happen along the way that you do that allow it to be taken in an instant. So the replication of your actions over time cause something to be taken in a split second. That's what that means. So you have to understand that if I get a big dream of mine, I got to set the bar higher. I got to set the standard higher. I got to be even more disciplined on myself because now, so check this out. I'm going to use this as an example real quick because I feel like I'm in a very similar situation. Say, for instance, right? I get a lot of things, a lot of goals, and you know, I got this big dream, I got this big goal. I got goals, dreams, right? And I get one of the big goals that I've been trying to get. Correct? But I know that that's a big goal, but I have to continue to set the bar and standard higher for myself, right? Say, for instance, you don't necessarily have all the financials together, but you're, you know, putting your money together to try to start this dream and get it going. But when you finally get blessed with to being able to be positive, you know, what say you got a business, you start a business, and your business starts booming after a couple years or whatever the case, you've been working super hard. Now you're starting to be able to, you know, feed yourself and take care of your family really good off of it. Correct? Now that you've been blessed with that, now you got to say, okay, everything that I wasn't able to do when I had the little amount, now I got to take it a step further. Now I have the money. You know, say for instance, you're in competition with, bodybuilding or something, right? I'm gonna use this as an example, and you didn't necessarily have the money that you know needed to be able to get everything you needed and really eat the way you wanted to and be able to buy into those things. Now you've gotten blessed because you've been successful with it. Now you got a little bit better financial situation. Now I can go all in. I'm already all in, but now financially I can go all in. So when you get the opportunity to go all in financially, now you got to be superbly disciplined on yourself. Because when you're first starting out, it's a little bit different. When you're first starting out, you may not have the financial stability to be able to go all in financially. You're going in all in mentally, but you don't have it all together financially. When you get it to where you can go all in financially, now I got to discipline myself even more. I got to be even a little bit tougher on myself, right? Because I want to ensure that I get better and I do not let this go by the wayside and I don't get big headed and I don't let my dreams slip away. So you got to continue to set the bar even higher. Now, okay, I won this event. Now I want to go win this event, okay? I want to go do this. I want to try to get a little bit better and understanding every part of the process is step by step, day by day. Journey, journey, journey. The dream is a journey, man. That's just what it is. And we're going to keep repeating and repeating and repeating that. So don't let yourself get complacent. Okay. I won one championship. Well, how many more championships can I win? I won this Grammy. How many more Grammys can I win? I won this event. How many more events can I win? Right? I impacted my community in this way. Well, what other ways can I impact my community now? What else can I get done? Right? It doesn't stop. Now, when that chapter closes, okay, now I'm doing this, right? Now I want to excel at this. But you got to make sure you're putting in the work to be able to excel at what you're doing. It's like I think I heard that to be, like I saw this a while back, and I don't even know why I'm bringing this up, but it just kind of came to my heart. You know, People, who are very, very successful financially, they have, I think it's like 5 to 7 sources of income, different sources of income. So basically, once you create that one good source of income, now I got to create another one. Now I create another one, right? Now, you know, start another one. Each one may take a few years, whatever the case may be, to get it going the way you wanted to get it going. But you continue to add on and stack on a little by little, right? Now you don't want to overwhelm yourself and be doing too much, right? But you do want to be able to take care of your family and do what you need to do to be able to, hopefully feel successful in your eyes. And money has little to nothing to do with being successful, to be completely honest with you guys. You know, you could be a billionaire and, quite frankly, not be successful, in my opinion. A lot of people may disagree with that. They think those people think money's everything. No, I think the journey is everything. I just pray to, the Most High that all my hard work allows me to be able to take care of my family in a great way financially. Be able to build land, own, land, build, you know, land, build houses for my family and have them set up. See, I look at it, in a different light because I come from no money. I come from nothing, so we had to learn how to survive with little to no money. So when you know how to survive with little to no money and you got to rely on the journey day by day, I mean, that's just what it is. Um, there were no big time jobs. We had to go get it, work 2, 3 jobs. My mom worked 3 jobs, 2, 3 jobs when I was younger. When I got older, I worked 2, 3 jobs. I saw my mom do it. So my mom was a big hustler. So naturally, it just was in me. Even my dad, he worked a lot too. So um, unfortunately, my mom and my biological father um, were never together in a relationship necessarily as far as being in the same household. I didn't get to grow up with that. But I'm not gonna make an excuse. I'm not gonna complain. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I have, or what little I have. My mom trying to take care of me, um, and a single family household making, 35, 40K a year, working 2, 2, 3 jobs at the time. This is, late 90s to early 2000s. I was born in 94. So, you understand how that goes. I don't even know how much you made. I'm just using the number to be completely honest, guys. But it was a struggle. But when you learn how to make it with the little that you have, everything you get after, you should cherish it. Now, some people, I don't want you guys to get what you're trying to get to, get set up financially, and just go crazy. Man, it's not what that's given to you for. You got to be smart, man. You got to be more disciplined. Like we talked about, when you get to a better place financially, you got to be even more disciplined than what you were before. It's all in the mindset, correct? So your mindset always has to be disciplined. But now you can afford the means to take it a step further. So now you got to allow yourself to take it a step further. Don't be satisfied. Don't be satisfied. That's how things go by the wayside. That's how you lose what you have. Understand your journey. Understand what's going on. And when you can understand the little battles and stuff like that, because I'm a true believer um, of, how the word talks about, he won't put up more on us than we can bear. I'm a true believer in that. And a lot of times we find ourselves in crazy situations is because a little situation, a little bump in the road, it's like a flat tire. Like you get a flat tire tomorrow and you let it ruin your entire freaking day. Well, I only had $100 and I had to buy a used tire for $40. Well, you still got $50, $60. Let's go get some more money. I mean, it sucks. And guys, I'm not talking to just y'all. I'm talking to myself because I've been there. One little small thing and you let it ruin the entire aura in the entire day. Now you just mad. Now you can't even focus. Now you making more mistakes. Now it just trickles down. You see how it trickles down? You let one thing get over the top on you, now it's just trickling down. Come on, baby, it's just a small bump. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to myself right now. In order for us to get better and to be better, when those little challenges come, it's all an opportunity, like Kobe said, it's just to rise. All right, let me go get this tire. Let me call my boss. Hey, man, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be running late. I'm going to send you a picture of my tire. My tire is actually flat. Forgive me. But I'm going to be there as soon as I can. I got to take care of this real quick. Boom, you take care of it. Think about this. If you had a mindset of, I'm going to just go ahead and take care of it, right? Then you won the battle. Then you literally won the small battle. Who cares about the $40, right? I'm not saying who cares about the $40, $50 because obviously, I just know that's what I pay for a used tire, okay? I don't know what everybody else pays for a used tire. I don't know where you live or where you stay. And, but right now, I buy used tires. I got an older model car, so I buy used tires. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying, of course it sucks. It's like, man, I need that money. You do need that money. But somehow you got it to get it. And even if you don't, and somehow you were given the money, all right, at least I got it taken care of. Now I can get back to what I was doing. Now I'm back on track. My head, think about this. If you keep your head just looking straight, and then boom, that happens, and then you get it taken care of, and you like, all right, I'm good. I'm grateful. Yeah, I got that taken care of. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep working. Think about how you might get blessed even more because you just sat there and just focused on what you're trying to do on your journey. You might get to one of your big dreams even quicker because you decided to just focus and lock in. You're locked in. You ain't let nothing get in the way. But what we do is we allow little things that happen along our journey to turn into dramatically big things, right? Somebody does something wrong to you, right? And then you just turn into this big situation. You fighting and arguing with this person over something you ain't got no business even. A lot of times you don't even have no business associating with that person. Or say if it's a situation at work. All right, man, I'm gonna try to keep my cool. I'm gonna be professional, right? I'm gonna knock this out. I'm gonna knock this little thing out. I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna address it in a professional manner. I'm not gonna allow myself me to lose my money. Allow myself to get over my head. Now I don't got a job, right? Or I'm in a situation, where now I'm in some trouble. I'm going to jail, or I just find myself doing something that I ain't got no business doing. That's uncharacteristic, like for me. Don't let these, because this is what these fools trying to do. These fools trying to get in the way of what you trying to do. Don't let them to get in the way. You got to focus. You got to stay dedicated to the focus, to everything you're working on. Keep at it. Don't stop. Man, y'all, this has been fun. 30 minutes on the first episode, the introductory episode of the Dream is the Journey podcast. Hey, guys, on Tuesday, I believe today is the 5th, Sunday the 5th. This will probably get uploaded on the 6th, Monday, tomorrow. I know I said I was going to upload the first episode on the 5th. Bear with me, guys. I've been, kind of a little busy trying to get stuff together. We're working some other things as well, too, in my training. So I got a little bit behind, but I'm going to make sure I'm on point with all my dates. And when I tell you guys a certain date or time frame, that I'm going to make sure that I'm on point with it, okay? So the first official episode will be released on the 7th. Be looking out for it, guys. This should be going up here early the morning of the 6th. We'll get some stuff out. And you guys stick with it. Remember, the dream is a journey. Don't give up. Let's work, baby.